Hey guys, I'm Kat. I've been wanting to really start this channel for a while now, um, but I'm just gonna be honest, it's been a challenge just for a lot of reasons. Mainly, I'm gonna just go out and say that I'm like really shy, and so just working up the nerve to even do this right now. I've been like reciting like lines in my head and stuff, and yeah. So I've always like struggled being shy and socially awkward. So let's just hopefully we can get past that. So because I really just want to have a conversation with you guys. I I feel, despite being shy, I feel like naturally driven to want to do this. Because so the other reason I've been putting it off too, and just can't haven't been able to do it for a few months now, is because I am busy. I'm very busy with my profession. I'm a journalist, so I mean I know that contradicts the being shy thing, so it always has for me. But I've been working as a full-time reporter for a few years now, since I graduated college in 2020. First, I started out at a small TV station in my hometown, and so needless to say, that was a challenge for me. And I know that right now it probably seems like I have no experience being on camera, but I did a little. But mainly, I was used to reading from a teleprompter, what we call it in the field. So this is new to me, just kind of like talking, just out of the blue, just trying to think of what to say and all that. So, if I keep doing that, all the ums and stuttering and whatnot, and I know I probably seem really awkward, but I decided to just go for it. I want a video out there. I want to introduce myself to you all, and just I want to start this channel. What I want to do is I want to talk about just different things, like intellectual things, I guess. I love space. I'm an astronomy and space enthusiast, but disclaimer on that, I'm definitely no scientist. I'm a journalist for a reason, other than I've always loved to write and tell stories. But um I also suck at math, and so yeah, that's why I'm not actually a scientist. But I mean, I've always loved science, and so I mean, space and astronomy, those are like the main topics in science that I really love to talk about and read about and all that. Like currently I'm reading The Cosmos by Carl Sagan, if anybody knows that his work, and obviously Neil deGrasse Tyson carried that on from there. But I'm reading The Cosmos, originally obviously written by Carl Sagan, for the second time now. And yeah, but it's got me inspired to just, I love it, and I love talking about all that stuff, the universe. I find it incredibly fascinating and how expansive it is, and I love the stars and thinking about all the different planets and the ones that maybe even could be like Earth, and just obviously life on other planets, aliens. I'm not going to deny that. I don't want to get into that too much in depth right now, but yeah, so I love all that, talking about all that celestial, otherworldly, or out of this world stuff, so to say. But yeah, I love all their scientific topics too. I'm very interested in. I think space and that kind of stuff is the stuff I'm most comfortable with about talking about, because I've read about it the most. I've read other works, too, about the topic. But uh, I also I'm fascinated with the human brain, and like talking about that. Well, and the brains of all other creatures. I'm fascinated by analyzing that, and looking into that too. I actually, like, at one point in college, it took me so long to get through college, but that's a story for a different day. But in college too, at one point I decided to actually switch my major from journalism, because I think at that point I was even thinking like, how am I gonna, be a reporter and stuff, because I'm so shy. And I also was taking a psychology 101 class at that point, and so I got really inspired and into it, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I want to switch my major here to psychology. And so I decided to do that for a little while, but then I took this experimental psychology class, and that's when I had to drop it, and I decided to just completely go back to journalism, because that class almost killed me. The professor, everything about it was, writing experimental scientific research papers, and that's when I realized, oh shit, I actually can't do this. Yeah, I decided to go back then, and but I'm really glad I did, because like I said, I've always loved to write and tell a story. And I mean, I remember as a kid, my parents, every kid from like growing up in the 90s, in the early 2000s, you all remember and relate to the big ass video cameras that your parents probably had, and they would like walk around the house and like probably film you doing like really awkward and stupid stuff, and you thinking you look cool or whatever. But I mean, I know that's what happened in my household with me and my sister. But yeah, I remember like I was the one who really liked being on camera and just, you know, acting stupid like I probably am right now too. But I remember like reading the freaking Three Little Bears or whatever on that big ass camera that my parents had, and I think I was even trying to like act it out a little. I don't know, but I was definitely like reading the story, and yeah, it was so dumb. But anyway, but yeah, so I mean, yeah, from that early age though, like I had to drive to do this. And so I currently work for a radio station, so that's a little easier, not being like not seeing your face on camera, because yeah, that whole thing, it was a lot to work through, and it's going to be right now. And here I find myself like questioning, should I even post this right now? But I really want to, I feel compelled to. And so I just decided to make this introductory video, um, just to say who I am, and what I want to talk about. And if anybody's interested, join me in having a conversation. I'll get into I want to get into probably a lot of topics, if this works out, and this could be my first and only video. We'll see. Um, but one big topic under the branch of like under the umbrella of science, and then more specifically astronomy and stuff like that, is I like just all the different moons. And I wrote a blog not long ago, just talking about our moon, and just the specific details of it. And one thing that I love about writing and reporting, is the research, like is learning all this stuff that I had no idea about, just about things that I thought I knew about, like the moon. I learned all this stuff about it that I didn't know about. And so yeah, so I have a piece on that I would just like to get into, and talk about, and maybe like um give you facts about it that maybe you didn't even know, and would like to learn more about, and just talk more about. Or if you know things that I am actually like, that I am making a total fool of myself because I'm totally wrong about it, and you have a way that you want to prove me right, that I'm yeah. So what I'm saying is, I want to have like a dialogue, a conversation, and just talk about interesting things. So, also, if you have any suggestions too, I'm always open. So, yeah, I hope you guys are interested and, maybe continue watching, because maybe if I don't totally talk myself out of it, I'll make more content. So, thanks for listening.